A few months ago, I made a list of every habit I'd tried to build and quit. Waking up early, reading daily, no phone before bed, working out consistently. The list was long, and for a while I thought it meant something about me, that I just didn't have what it takes. Turns out I was solving the wrong problem the entire time. Every time I failed at a habit, I did the same thing. I blamed my willpower. I told myself I needed to want it more, try harder next time, be stronger. So the next attempt, I'd go bigger, stricter schedule, bigger goals, more rules, and every single time, it fell apart faster than before. Here's what I didn't understand back then. Discipline isn't a well you run dry. It's not a muscle you either have or don't. Discipline is downstream of something else entirely. Your environment, your systems, and how much friction stands between you and the habit. I was never lacking willpower. I was making it as hard as possible for myself to succeed, and then blaming myself when I couldn't. The moment things changed wasn't when I found more motivation. It was when I stopped expecting motivation to show up at all. I stopped asking, how do I want this more? And started asking, how do I make this require less from me? That single question changed everything. Because the truth is, the version of you on a hard day, a tired day, a bad mood day, is still going to need to do the habit. If your plan only works when you're feeling great, it was never really a plan. It was a hope. So here's what I changed, piece by piece. First, I made the habit embarrassingly small, not read 30 pages, just open the book. Most nights, opening it was enough to keep going, but even on the nights it wasn't, I still technically didn't break the streak. That mattered more than I expected. Second, I stopped relying on remembering. I used to think forgetting was a discipline issue. It wasn't. It was a system issue. I started putting visual cues in place. Water bottle on the desk instead of the fridge, book on the pillow instead of the shelf, gym clothes laid out the night before. None of this required willpower. It just removed the decision entirely. Third, and this one mattered most, I built in a recovery rule. One missed day is just a day. 2 missed days in a row is the start of quitting. So I made a rule. Never miss twice. If I skipped a workout, the next day wasn't optional, even if it was just 5 minutes. That one rule protected more habits than any 5 a.m. wake-up ever did. Nothing about me changed. I didn't suddenly become a disciplined person. What changed was the size of the ask, and how much I depended on feeling motivated to show up. Once discipline stopped requiring a good mood, it stopped being fragile. If you've quit on yourself more times than you'd like to admit, I don't think it's because you're weak. I think it's because, like me, you were building habits that only worked under perfect conditions, and life almost never gives you perfect conditions. Shrink the habit, remove the friction, never miss twice. That's it. That's the whole shift. If this resonated, share it with someone who's stuck in the same loop you are in. And if you want more of this, real talk, small changes, no guilt trips, I'll see you in the next one.